Well, what I have is almost like a spiritual sickness, and I agree. And you're making me angry because you're deleting my video. There is a video in my first channel which finished with "Give me back my holy land." You have deleted it. I think it was a wonderful, funny video talking about my case here as a and you delete it. Seriously, from now on, I'm gonna. I would like to upload videos there, but I think from now on, I'm not gonna. Normally, if there is 2 strike, I take and make all videos private. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna stop uploading videos. I have 2 weeks without any capability to upload any video. And I'm not gonna upload any video definitely. Though I said this before, but I start looking at the videos, and when I see that the video is fine, I upload. Now you deleted the video, so now what I'm trying to say is and I have mentioned something about the Holocaust. Everyone knows that there was a Holocaust. Something to do with Europe. Europeans did this to themselves, and in Europe, the Second World War, almost 70 million have died. Okay, so also there must be some reimbursement as well to the people who died. Even, I mean, the German army was disciplined. They went to Russia. There is things happened. When the Russians came to Germany, they did a lot of killing is something, but raping young girls, this is something I do not accept. Those, yeah, very young, 12, 11, they raped a lot. This is terrible. Execution is different. Or killing children who used to be in the army. There is a lot of, this is something to do with Europe. Nothing to do with the Muslim world. And then those people who took reimbursement, like Cohen, there is someone called Cohen. He's a Gentile, originally from Iran, and came and settled in Iraq. And then his grandfathers, whatever in Iraq, his grandfather came to the so-called Israeli states of the Holy Land. And he was in Russia Today, a channel. And he said, Germany is paying money to us, to the Jews who were persecuted, the white Jews in Europe. And until now they're paying money and compensating the people and reimbursing them. And this is my personal case, the human case I'm explaining here in my video, and other creatures. And he said, and they will continue to pay. This is what he said. Fine. They paid this money. Why they are in the Holy Land? Okay, they gave you this reimbursement. Fine, you stay in Europe. Take this reimbursement. Stay in Germany after 1945, or go to France, or go to there was a so-called Israel. There was Jews, Gentile Jews, in France, in England, like the lovely, wonderful Rothschild family. Don't delete my videos. Others in Armenia, Gentile. And I insist, Gentile, because they didn't accept Islam, and they accepted the Talmud. Now, this is. They know that they are Gentile. Please don't delete the video. An African Gentile as well. African Jew Gentile, African Jew. They know whatever. They know they speak Hebrew as a mother tongue and things like that. They are not Israelis. No, they cannot prove anything. They are not Israelis. And in Europe, you took this money after the Holocaust. Definitely, 100%. You took this money. It's not a matter of DNA. DNA confirmed it, but this is something they know, but they're trying to hide. Someone is proclaiming something and wants to steal something. It's not good, because there's a project of the devil in the Holy Land. You took some money after the Holocaust, and why you are in the Holy Land, persecuting others? Exactly like the Chinese. The Chinese were persecuted by the Japanese. The Chinese Chinks were persecuted by the Jinks, the Japanese. And right now, the Chinese are persecuting the Eastern Turkmenistanis in a terrible way. Similar and worse when it's come to the environment internationally, when it's come to who's native, and when it's come to what's his faith, and when it's come to what happened last decades and before centuries, and how communism came from Russia, from Eastern Europe, for example, Marcus to Russia, to China. When you do a calculation, the persecution in the Eastern Turkmenistan by the Chinese government is far worse than the persecution by the Japanese against the Chinese. There is a systematic calculation should be to that. Now the so-called Israelis who are Gentile, who do not belong to the Holy Land or Middle East, or this area, have got nothing to do with Judea, who are a result of a satanic project, the so-called Zionist movement. I don't talk now about the group that call itself anti-Zionist Jews. I'm talking about those who come to the Holy Land. They are a part of this demonic project. Why they are persecuting the Holy Landers? Holy Landers again. This is therapy for me. You shouldn't do the video. Holy Landers. The natives there are not Arabs. There is Arabs and there is no such thing called Palestinians. I agree. And there is no such thing called Israel as well. The Israelis used to be in Egypt. God gave an instruction that they would go to the Holy Land. The temple was destroyed. They ran away to the Ishmaelian territory, majority of them. And then Muhammad came, and then Allah liberated the Holy Land from the invading Romans. And it's returned back to the people of the Word of God. The people of God, the submitted people of the God. Judea is a character of submission to God. The way this character is forbidden by God, from Jacob to the Messiah, son of Virgin Mary. I have to explain this. These people are Gentile and they are staying in the Holy Land and they are committing a crime, a terrible crime. They don't care. There is atheists. I don't want to mention the gays and things like that. Sometimes you will find some gays who understand and know their life. I'm not talking about me, I'm okay. See, I'm tired. See, I'm putting my hand here. See, there's a spiritual problem. Don't delete my video, please. There must be reimbursement. There must be reimbursement. I'm asking the whole human race. I'm gonna give some examples. I'm asking the whole human. I'm not gonna say, if you're not gonna accept this, then God bless those terrorists, and they are glorified, and they are in the highest existence of paradise, the universe of heaven. They are in the highest. They are mortals, and they are soldiers of God. I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna explain to you that there is something wrong happening right now, in this period of time within the divine plan. Blah. Meow. Don't delete my video, please. Don't delete my video, do you hear me? The reimbursement and the compensation should take place toward the Afghanis. The Afghanis, the Russian government should pay them something. Like, for example, 10 trillions. Okay, fine, less if the Afghanis accept it. $10 trillion. A lot of money you need to pay the Afghanis, for God's sake, yes? The Russian came there, went there. Trump didn't know anything. They destroyed Afghanistan. What is this? Pay them money. What was committed in Afghanistan far worse than a Holocaust. How come? Because whole Europe, rebuilt Europe, but in Afghanistan, other interference that created from other nations. We're not talking about the European themselves, who are white, or European ethnics, who their heritage is so-called Christian, and part of it is Crusader. And part of it is those who call themselves Jews, Gentile, who do not want to accept eating pork and living without children, and their being is circumcised. What did they call it? التطهير. تطهير الذكورة. And they want their gypsy cult, Gentile Judea. Wait, and they are European, okay? Of course, there's a development through the system, through the time, the centuries, medieval time and same time. Of course, you're enjoying it. Bismillah alayk. Bismillah alayk. Allah. The so-called Shiite in Iran need to reimburse the Iraqis. And they need to reimburse the Syrians. And they need to reimburse the Ismailians. Why you have some sleeping cells and bombs in Kuwait? You tried even to assassinate al-Sabah, the leader, one of the princes there. The leader, one of the prince, his airplane. For what? You put up Russia against the Ismailian. Why you're taking Baluchistan and Khuzestan and Kurdistan, and why you take this island? Our not Emirati, it's an Ismailian island. It's an Ismailian island. The Eastern Turkmenistanis must receive reimbursement from the Chinese government. They must receive reimbursements and consume trillion of dollars. Exactly. Less, okay, fine, if they accept it. And they need to have their independent. Baluchis, Ahwazis, Kurdistan is in Iran. I'm not going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about Iraq. Imagine if I am, for example, here in England. Please don't delete my video. And there is someone from Italy. England is Protestant. And all of a sudden, an invasion came by China to England, for example, or Russia, or even a South American nation. And the Italian said, for example, we have a problem, or France before, between England and France. The Italian said, we want to attack, we will help you against these English people. Do those who are originally Italian, I'm going to say the example one time. Do those who are originally Italian have the right to say, we don't want this queen, and we don't want Boris Johnson, and we don't want the way this country is ruled. As British people, they are not British. They're originally from Italy. And all of a sudden, this Chinese big nation that occupied England, or a South American nation, occupied England, have nothing to do with prophecies or prediction, said, okay, you are as a British person, you can be the leader, and we will kill all of those who are resisting in England. And this guy is keeping his mouth shut, saying, yeah, I'm British, though he's originally from Italy. And his sector is Catholicism. And the English people choose to be Protestant. For example, it is the same in Iraq. There is people who are originally from Iran or other places. They took advantage. America is there. Saddam Hussein is no longer. Saddam is native. Come on, let's persecute the natives here and give a lot of lies. You understand me? Please don't delete my video. Please. The so-called Shiite need to pay reimbursement. Do I need to give more examples? There is a lot of examples. Why are you doing this? Why? America, come on, I myself want reimbursement as an Ismailian with so many. The Ismailian, we deserve a lot of compensation and reimbursement. Yes, because it's not the interference, the illegal, illegitimate interference and the lie against us and the accusation is something. Now, I have said it before, even before I come to England, I have no problem with agents ruling the country. And I said it to friends and they didn't like it. Friends and family. They didn't like it. I said, I'm fine. أبغى خلاص يحكمونا عملاء. ليس هناك مشكلة من أنه نحكم من قبل عملاء وآل سعود منهم. مع الاحترام الشديد على عبد العزيز وما ذلك. I have no problem. But I want an agent that represents me. Do you understand me? There is, by misplaced my resource, people are talking about this even this time because I am here I'm told. That's why I put some likes. I mention things by the videos. The whole world. You can say the whole world. If there's some talks, there's some intelligent creatures coming and telling me, this is not my problem. Because they know who am I. Anyway, this is not your business. Not your business. I shouldn't be prosecuted from the first place. So, they say, agent, you, Tariq, have no problem with you being an agent, Crown Prince, or Gulf State, or Saudi House, or other Morocco. Fine, you want to be agents? Good. I want you to be an agent that represent me. Agent, I've been agent, taking the oil, selling it, consuming animals. I'm sorry, consuming society. اقتصاد ريعي. There is two types of the economy. Economy that is based on الريع, oil sales, or developed other types of economy. Fine. Take this money, just represent me. I want my identity to be protected. But to be an agent, now the blame is not on them because they are a result of colonies before and people who took advantage and groups that took advantage. So the agent right now is an agent. This is a crime. And additional to that, he's an agent that do not represent me. And this is terrible for a beautiful person like me. I'm beautiful even if I have this. Okay. This is terrible. This is not good. No good. No good. Man, come on, man. No good. 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 This is no good. No good. No good. Ah. Don't delete the video, please. I mean, I have no tools to explain myself. Do you understand me? So there is a lot of attacks against us without any legal, legitimate reason. The so-called Shiite are attacking us. No, they are not attacking the government. They are attacking us. They are not attacking us. They are attacking our existence. Astaghfirullah. And Allah is the owner of everyone exists. They are attacking our identity. They are attacking us. They are attacking our identity. They are attacking everything related to our Ishmaelian land. And the real Israelis are there, who fought with Muhammad, the final messenger, to liberate. So you think that the Israelis, all of them would say, what? No, we want the so-called the Holy Land to be for them, the Romans, persecuting us. Really, you worship Allah? Okay, Israelis, man. Fine, you're the final messenger. Okay, so the Israelis, you think that they didn't accept Islam? All of Israelis accepted Islam and believing that Muhammad is the final messenger, and they went there to liberate the Holy Land. Now, the Gentile Jews have brought the darkness to the Holy Land. I'm not going to speak anything more because you're going to delete my video. What? I'm going to zip it. Please don't delete my channels. I mean, you delete the video, fine. Leave the channels. This is, you enjoy touching me then? Yeah, this is also considered destroying an act of therapy right now. Or this is persecution at the end. It's have its own level of persecution. I mean, I am not in Saudi Arabia, you know, right? I'm here in America, YouTube America, YouTube, okay, YouTube have nothing to do with the government, but fine. In England, your human rights and things that you're interfering. A lot are so we want reimbursement from the United States of America, from the West, and from Russia, and from the so-called Shiite, even the second tools of the so-called Shiite, like in the Syrian regime owns a lot in Iraq, and those who are persecuting us by their activity, the so-called Shiite, for example, goes and say and others who call themselves, the word Turkish, I don't want to use it then. Those are Tush. What is the meaning of Tush? I don't know. I mean, a song called Tush. reimbursement. So there must be some compensation to the Muslim world. Yeah, to the Muslim world. Compensation. France needs to pay a lot of money to the Algerians. Oh my God, what did you do in Algeria, for God's sake? Oh my God. Oh my God, you Français. Italians, Italian, for example, in Libya. There's a country called Libya. No wonder I'm tired. I want to stop talking right now. I think I have explained to you that we need some reimbursement and compensation when it comes to the money. And even those in the Holy Land, they need to reimburse them and leave the Holy Land to return back from where they come. I only got my curse at the end. We are giving people time to deal with it. 7 billion, 8 billion now after century, I don't care. I'm doing what I like. You can't do nothing about it. Each human being needs to choose it. Don't delete my video. I said the truth. When it's come to the reimbursement and the compensation. This is serious. Do you want me to be more serious? Money, money, money to the poor Muslim money. Capiche? Yeah. This planet sometimes feels it just deserves distraction. I can't speak. I want to say something. But I'm in a shock. You have deleted the video. Something said, I mean, based on the result, essentially, أتطول هو في الهون talked about the office. This is not your business. I'm explaining the truth. Every single word that I said is the truth. But if someone come and talk about things like this, or any other example, let's Lujana, others, or the Bahraini government is doing all lies. You keep their videos, thousands of views. But me here in England refused since 2018. I have a brother without a penis, another sister. She's a model. No, you're a specialist. You understand what's the meaning of 2015. After I escaped, and it's in Britannia. It's a government channel. My brother without a penis. I have signed the Hassim document. I don't care. Hassim leaders are known in Geneva and things like that. This human rights. My name was there in the list. I don't need to show you anything. We're human. Why? And yet, they took me, they arrested me, 40 days in the detention center, then a release. I'm not going to say that. I was treated with respect by the officers and things like that. If others not, this is their issue. But why detained? This is the word. I didn't, the resource have explained it to me. That someone said this about me. See, because they are everywhere. Do not delete my video. I have told you who am I. I have told you who am I. I don't care. I have told you who am I. I have told you. Now deal with me as Tariq. And I have a problem with you, maybe with the human race. This doesn't mean that you send rockets everywhere to kill everyone and human being. Now leave it. I understand this, and I have mentioned this. And then 40 days, do not give a blame to some Muslim or whatever. No, I don't care. Why you support those Muslims, non-Ishmaelian? Why? There is Muslims, for example, Muslim who you hate their guts. I don't care. This is not my problem. I don't care. I saw them when they were talking in the cars, talking about me. Even in Al Jazeera, giving a telephone from Al Jazeera, explaining about someone putting a I see that even those who rape sex with illegal sex with this sister of Tariq. ليش كذا؟ المهم ما أنا بداخل أنا في التفاصيل دي. Now it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. I feel it. I feel it coming today. I feel it coming today. Now, whatever, you just back off. When it's come to me, you can do whatever you want. You can bomb. No, there is some certain places like Iran, for example, China, Russia. Yeah, yes. But it, but not, for example, a country like Pakistan. I don't want anything bad to happen to Pakistan because there is a calculation. Yeah, some of them are terrible. I understand. Iran knows bad. China is terrible. Indonesia, nice country. There is some bad things happening there. Russia, maybe some Morocco. Always better, wonderful. Don't delete my video, please. Not Algeria, not Morocco. No, Morocco. I don't want anything bad to happen to Morocco. Yes, there is bad things here, but I don't want. Even some countries like in South America, they have nothing to do with creating darkness. Okay. America, understand. And then 40 days in the detention, and then they released me after they gave me a ticket. And it was not good giving me a ticket and saying this is their ticket to... I don't care. I have the right to remain. I don't care. Don't bring me your excuse. Shh. And God, maybe I deserve authority. Maybe I am a person who deserves authority. Why I was not granted any position to explain in my Ismaili land. Why? Maybe I'm a person who deserves authority, though I don't want to have authority, honestly. But maybe I deserve to have authority. Maybe even to speak. Why they did this to me anyway? I mean, is it true that while I'm here, there is some communication from what's called Hijaz, to the Home Office while I'm here about me? Why you want to believe them? Okay, believe them when it's come to other, like Nimr and others in Bahrain or whatever. Yeah, believe them. Why not? And then they released me for 3 years, 2018 until now. Why you delete the video? So it is وش يبغون ذول في بلادنا؟ ايش تبغون في بلادنا؟ What do you want in our land؟ يعني ايش تبغون في أرضنا؟ ما في. I was committed since the beginning, since my childhood. This is how we are got. Leave us alone. That the child, since he was a child, until maybe intermediate, then Dad gave us a choice. He did. I remember him when he sat with me, and he said, "Listen to me. I am facing a very harsh." My brother was just died, Abdul Malik, the third one, who were disabled. And he said, "Listen, I want to talk to me and my brother." I remember it. And he said, remember he said, "I'm facing a very harsh finance problem, and I registered you in this schools. It's better from other, and it's costing almost 14,000. Even we failed because the teachers didn't like some of in the same chemical subject for a reason that I don't need to explain about. Regardless, this is not the topic." And he said, "I'm giving you some allowance. Either you take your breakfast here at the morning, okay, when you return back, we eat our dinner together. Or I give you this amount of money, but this is gonna cost me or 5 riyal at that time, or 3 riyal, or 5. You pay your breakfast. I think this is how it is. Cost 10 riyal, 5 for Tariq, you, and 5 for you. And either you accept this, or your mother gonna prepare you the breakfast together. We eat tomorrow morning. You go to your school, and when you return back, we eat together the other meal." And immediately, fine. Is this gonna help? Yes, it's gonna help because it's 10 riyal. It's 50 riyal every week. 100 riyal, 200 riyal for 4 weeks. This 200 gonna do some help here for something. We said yes, fine. And there is other things, and I was committed. I'm committed to protect my family, to give my family. Why do I need to deal with a murder sister? Why do I need to run away? Why do I need to speak? I didn't start to speak. I didn't say I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak. No, I start speaking because so those who call themselves rebels, or those who talk so-called Shiite, the assault, the accusation, and the government is not represent an agent. Do not represent us. And the so-called Hindus and the so-called Chinese and everyone in the war against terror and groups among the so-called Christian, those who insist calling themselves who are Gentile in America, saying that Saudi Arabia need to change something in the educational system, and women putting the skull which doesn't represent the Ismailian, who came as a grandfather. Do not delete my video. Grandfather came as pilgrims or whatever, or so-called Shiite, complaining in the Human Rights Watch and other videos, and saying Najdis and whatever, and we want change. And I'm looking at the government. The government is neglecting us every year. At the 90s, we are neglected. After 11 September, the inside job, they neglected us more. I mean the Ismailian, the big group, the natives, the majority, the people of the land who did not get any. I have explained a lot, even before I come here. Neglected. After invading Iraq, the neglection is bigger. I am 19 years old. In 2021, I'm 19 years old. And I'm seeing all of this. And I was devoted. My brother was devoted. He lost his. He have no penis right now. So what? You're feeling sorry for some whores? And the account of men, real men like me. I'm destroyed anyway. What is this? Males and females. What's the problem? I'm not talking about here. It's good as long as they are not detaining me again or deporting me again. And the solicitor is saying that this document means that it's not good to detain you, but you can short detention to put you in the airport and send. What is this? Persecution? Fine. They didn't do it. No detention, no deportation. Fine. And so what is this? And you come and you bother me, Islam and whatever. Comments and videos and YouTubes and problem and assault against the angel who not even trillions like you equal his choose Muhammad insulted this way. Peace be upon him. 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 Thank you, God, for sending him so that we would know who you are, and to have this real peace of mind, which by it we understand what's happening in this world. Now, atheists or not atheists, this is not my problem. Allahu Akbar. I don't. Please leave my videos. We want the persecution to stop, and we want the independence of the Eastern Turkmenistanis, and I want compensation and reimbursement to the native Indians. No, they lift what's called India right now. There is a lot in Pakistan who are originally from this India. Who's behind it? Colonies for centuries by the West. The so-called leaders took advantage. Who's the criminal here? Who deserved it? Who's the victim? Who deserves some money? They are natives. The Muslim came and they stopped the so-called Hindus from fighting each other. And among them, a lot who accepted Islam. And this is the fact, and I have explained in previous video. It's the last end. Please watch my... Let's hope they won't delete any video of mine. So why are you adding this? It's my favorite channel. I want to add this point. There must be some reimbursement by the so-called Shiite government to almost all Middle East. Those who are occupying our holy land, the Gentile, who are not Israelis, they cannot prove it. The DNA exposed them. Who insist calling themselves Jews. They need to give money to the Holy Landiers, the natives in the Holy Land, who among them real Israelis, maybe mix, maybe some Chaldeans. So what is Ismailian? They didn't go from outside there. It is the border of Ismailia. Ismailia is there. Aqaba is for the Ismail. Aqaba. It's called Aqaba. It's for the Ishmaelian. The other city in front of Dhiba, what's call it? Eilat. This is Ishmaelian. No, you wake up. You wake up. This is for the Ishmaelian. The number, yeah, that's it. Desert. They round it. So you think that the Israelites at the time of Solomon were 10 million? No, they weren't. Less. I'm talking about the Israelite. The Ishmaelian. Do you think they were 10 million at the time of King Solomon, my grandfather? You have rubbish. You got nothing to do with the Messiah or the real Israelis. Don't delete my video. It was a wonderful memories. Anyway. In heaven I shall continue. No, I don't regard. I'm joking. I'm not, but I'm serious about the other point. Is it the Ishmaelians? 6 millions. That the soul choose. The soul choose, and it's part of creating the ground of excuse. I'm not talking about before Noah. It's a long way up or down. I don't know. It depends. Sinin wa to Adam. And the number of human were more. You want to believe this or not? What I am trying to say about the Holy Land is truth. We want reimbursement by those Gentiles who stole the native Holy Land. We choose to call it Palestine. Yes, Arafat. We choose it to be Palestine. That's it. This is our way. Interacting with the change. The Khilafah is fallen, colonizing. There is a group of people, Sykes-Picot. Palestine. Shh. Palestine. The natives there. Yeah, give them money. Give the Holy Land, the real Palestinian, a lot of money. Not those who sell their country. No, Gaza, for example. They deserve trillions. Okay, at best. And you give them back their home. You give them, but there is a lot of Jews, Gentile Jews in Germany right now. They are happy. They are happy. They are happy. You caused this war. You made this Holocaust. We have nothing to do with it. While you're colonizing us, go back. It's part of the so-called Zionist movement, and I've talked about it. And this is the third dangerous for you. Yeah, and go out. Jerusalem is always the Jewish capital for 1,000 years. Our prophet reached here. Who's your prophet? You're Ashkenazi, Eastern European, Khazar, got nothing. Liars. You got nothing to do with the Israelis. Ashkenazis, you got nothing. Mercedian, nothing. Gypsies, nothing. Slaves, descendant, nothing. I have explained about the truth, and everyone knows it. Yeah. You stay there. You're a prophet. You choose your satanic demonic there. Leave our holy land. Why are you doing this to us? It's all connected to each other. Reimbursement. I want now I want a reimbursement for what happened to me with understanding the way the West is dealing with Saudi Arabia, France, with documentary and things like that. From that time, from 2018 and until now, I want reimbursement for this from the government. I don't care. Give me some money. Give me money. Give me more. Give me more. Money. The rich man. What's the gift? Why are you even deleting the video? This is nonsense. Don't delete my video. Of course, there is human right. I'm alive. Am I tortured in jail? I'm homeless. I have sleep for 3 years. Am I detained again? Am I forced to go to the airport? No. I'm a rough sleep for 3 years without any permit to walk. Good. I'm not trying to expose anyone. Don't delete my video. Oh my god. The wonderful person Tariq used to be. I was a wonderful person. Smart, intelligent, even handsome. Not ugly. That's why I was handsome. And the way, the future. Please raise among the future. Destroyed. No, I'm not destroyed. No. A brother without a penis, humiliated this way. Come on. This is not a joke. I'm not saying it starts with me. No, it's just I am a small, tiny, small, bitty bit thing about the whole big case. And I'm a Muslim. Come on, give me the money. Gave you an offer yesterday, and the video is deleted. I don't know why. You understand? Who's subscribing? I have another almost 20 channel. Me subscribing to myself. And watch again. Myself, keep watching the video. That's fine! What do you want more? YouTube, why are you deleting the video? Am I exposing you as well? No. It's serious, I'm not joking. I'm not gonna say, or if there is any terrorist attack, they are glorified in heaven and paradise because you're doing all of that. I'm just saying, please, China, give independence, not self-governance, independence to the Eastern Turkmenistanis. Okay, Chinese? And reimbursement for the terrible thing you do. Russia to the Afghans and the Syrians, the so-called Shiite in Iran, rather than putting all of this money for the militia outside, no, they should give the money as reimbursement for the people in Syria. The Syrian regime must be in trial. France, a lot of money to the Algerian and others. Italiano. Italiano. No, respect to the Italian people. No. I was talking about the wonderful Pope. Give the Libyan. America, a lot of reimbursement. England and France, what had you do in Middle East? The whole West and Russia now did a lot of damage to us as even Iran must give reimbursement to the Yemeni people. You are behind causing this problem. The so-called Hindus need to give some money or new partition, not to go to Pakistan. No, a new partition in what's called India right now, because this is nonsense, the map. New partition. Please don't delete my video. No. Please. And I cannot even for 2 weeks with it. Appeal for what? I did a lot of appealings, even here in England, a lot of appeal refused. What's on YouTube? And I did it on YouTube and you were refusing. Well, thank you. Until now, the channel is there. I understand. Just don't delete this video, please. Okay?